We now return to Let's Play Cities XXL. So I've been looking at this, and I'm not real pleased with how this looks. With the grid thing here. This is kind of weird. I'd like to redo this. Not right now, though. I'll redo it when I replace these with higher densities, but what I'd like to do is kind of take out these middle roads here and use the fill-in stuff so that it gives me smaller roads internally. So it'll create a difference in the road type. You know, we'll go from 4-lane roads to 2-lane roads, and then on the inside will be the little one-way street things here, which are actually not one-ways. It looks like cars do go on both sides, but they're unmarked. And that, at least where I live, is more reasonable than dotted line streets going down pure residential. But anyway, we'll ignore that for now. What do we need here? Executives. Executives are still grossly unemployed. There aren't enough police stations for them. Did I not put a sheriff's down here somewhere? They want more shops. There aren't enough schools. Okay, now there's still not enough schools. So do we have other types of school? Well, first of all, let's put down a police station. Or at least a small sheriff's office. That appears to be what that is. That is not what that is. Right, well in that case, look at you, you fit right there. But it's gonna delete... Looks like it's gonna delete stuff here. Well, let's find out what it does. It did. Deleted all of the internals. It's kind of lame. We're also switching over to the typical Kevin MacLeod jazz list, so hooray, I'm sure all of you appreciate that, but I just can't listen to the City Skyline stuff anymore. It just doesn't work. Okay, other things to do here. Well, so again, commercials having issues, but where specifically? I guess just too much over here. Elites, unemployment, and there aren't enough police stations. I still don't understand what the issue with that is. I guess we could look. Economy, satisfaction, security. Yeah, I'm just gonna guess that this is an issue with taking time, because it looks like that house just went fine. Oh, I'm going to assume, much like other problems in this game, it will disappear over time. Oh yeah, see, houses are getting covered, so... Okay, well, let's try and deal with the money issue here. Let's see. We've got way too much retail, and the food industry is way too big. So, we need consumption, which means coming down here. So, let's think about what I want to do here. I want to have some roads. Let's grab a nice road like so. Let's make it kind of curvy. We'll go something like that. And then we'll go a straight road along this path here. Then we'll make our connections. So let's see. I know for sure I want to continue this pattern here. I have to be mindful of what I'm doing with the lane hierarchy here. I mean, I could put a small one in there, but I don't think I will. Just because I'm anticipating that that is going to make my patterning a little bit more difficult to establish here. This is a little bit too big, isn't it? Okay. So, along the main thoroughfares here, I would like to have this be, well, I guess more over here. I would like this to be more of a corridor with commercial, because we're going to need that for sure. So, I'm going to... What? Do we really want a bunch of dents in the middle? I'd kind of like to have dents there, because as we go out here towards what will be the oil field industry, I'd like to have stuff away from the city center be less dense. So how about we make this the boundary? We'll put more density in right here. This might be too big. I don't know if this is gonna... Okay, it will work. And then I'd like to delete that road there. So what I'm gonna have to do, let's pause for a moment, is I don't want just another street, you know, opening up there. That doesn't make a lot of sense. Well, okay, what if we just moved it over? I was gonna make it open into one of these so that it's not on a main thoroughfare, but since we already have an intersection here, let's just double down on it. Why does this fucking thing lock? I'm really annoyed by that. That's too goddamn big. What do I need to unlock this? Why is this locked? It doesn't make any damn sense to me. I just don't understand why you would lock one of your main functioning keys on here. Like, it's a tool that's necessary. Now it's available. Jesus. Right. So it's a small road. Really? Now you're gonna be a bitch about it. Okay, fantastic. No, I mean, that's fucking great. No room for this road. So how is there room for this? Okay, fine, fuck it. As you just build there, of course you do. I still don't like. Why? What is preventing that? I would like to actually maybe have more. This is actually fine. I think that'll work out. Jesus. All right. Go back to you. Plug in some stuff. We need to put all our trees back. I would really like to see... Well, I'd like to see this function come up in other games. Probably City Skylines 2 is the only next one that's going to be able to have it, but I'd really like to have better fill-in stuff, because the brushes in City Skylines just, they suck, because they use an algorithm to determine where the trees are going to be. Medium offices, fantastic. Large hotels and parks, finally. Fire services as well, excellent. Yeah, so, you know, like, having this is much better for filling in empty spaces. I wish City Skylines would adopt it. But at the same time, in this game, I don't see why I can't draw a zone. You know, why has it got to fill in between roads? I would much rather have it be kind of like this, where you could just put a point here, put a point here, put a point here, and then just draw a park, you know what I mean? I feel like that would be way better. Alright. Where is... There's the fire service. I guess we should probably put one over here. Let's have you right there. And we'll probably need another one over here. Why don't we put it right there? That's good. And then you guys will probably need one. Little fire department out here. It's nice that I'm keeping all this. Maybe I should keep that road available though. So yeah. Put this out here. Kind of raise that up a little bit. Boy. The game looks nice from this level. It's really unfortunate, the camera controls, where they give you the screenshot mode and then the top-down camera. You can zoom in and then get down to this level, but you can't do that with the regular camera. It's really kind of annoying. Okay. So, what about it? Unemployed people. Electricity is too expensive. Again. There aren't enough fire stations. I just put down 3, so I'm going to assume that's not true. However, electricity, if I can find it ever again. reached $1 million budget. Okay. That doesn't tell me a damn thing. Electricity, so we just need more. If I can... Where is this crap? Okay, so I could put a power station out. Cannot be placed in the water. What? Is this meant to power up on these? I'm not really sure. I guess we could put a few out here. Why not? So they... Okay, sure. Employment, though, still an issue. So I guess we'll just continue industrial. I think I'm going to have an issue. I'll leave these for now. Actually, let's find that park. Let's find that park. Leisure, perhaps. The hell? Go-karting, okay. Sure, we'll put a go-kart down. We'll put that down here. It's not quite the road I wanted it to be on, but okay. What do we have for hotels now? We've got large hotels. 3-star hotels. Sure. Put that down here by the luxury people. Still not really terribly helpful to me. I would imagine it'd be under services. You'd think. What do we have for health? Clinics? Clinics? Okay. Education. We still have not unlocked actual schools yet. We need 50,000 people for that. So where the hell are our parks? It's Europe, Asia, beach, blueprints and buildings, terrains. I don't know. I don't know where any of this stuff is. Got a water pump. Small electric plant, junkyard, fuel field. Extraction fields. That is probably more along the lines. Okay, this is everything then. Ecological waste treatment. See, I haven't... What is this? Recycles an amount of waste. Okay, but I don't see waste. Waste. Okay, waste is not terrible yet. We still got too much retail. Got a lot of unskilled workers. It's actually very difficult to balance this game. I find it is not terribly easy to figure out. Well, shoot. Should I just go ahead and do it? I guess we can just go ahead and get started down here. That is too large of a zoning area, okay? Tell you what, we'll make a block out of it. A suited terrain must appear. Okay, so it has to be within... That actually sucks. Zoning area is still too large. How the fuck do you connect this stuff? So I guess the road network is going to have to be internal. Alright, well, let's make... let's find some roads then. So we'll kind of create a little industrial road here. Actually, let's use a real road. Offset the road like so. Okay, I've had enough of this song. Okay, well, we're stuck with it. Because my keyboard next song button is not working. Isn't that fun? Alright, we'll go with that for now. Go back to industry. No, not industry. Shit. Must be this one. Fuel. Okay. Too large. Too large. Okay, I guess that's where we go. Oh. Oh. Okay. So that's interesting. So it soaks up some of that fuel. I guess that means next I will have to make this an industrial area? Well, whatever. We're going to fill this in so people can drive by without having to look at the damn thing. And I think that'll be a lot nicer when you're driving by a massive industrial area. But we gotta get more jobs anyway, so I may as well put it down here now. So let's see if I can't go to oil. So now we look like we can maybe line up a road down here. Although it doesn't matter since I'm cutting this off, which might end up biting me in the butt. I'm probably going to have to bisect this at some point, otherwise you're going to have too much traffic coming in on just these roads here. But for now, let's see, we're looking at right about there. So let's grab industrial. We'll start with manufacturing up on the front. And I think for the sake of efficiency, you would see a lot more roads like this in a grid pattern. And then you'd see fill-ins. So let's look at something like that. That's probably actually too small, too short. But let's go heavy industry. Grab these and we'll increase them. Okay. And then we'll start doing some road shenanigans here. And I actually don't like the two-lane thing, because really an industrial center would have tinier unmarked roads along the backside like this, so just do something like that, and we'll do fill-ins. We have overproduced... Oh, I'm looking at passengers. Overproduced manufacturing. We do not. A little bit over on that, so I can afford more manufacturing. So let's do that. And I guess this is also where I could put waste disposal. Maybe I should leave that for waste disposal. Yeah, okay. I'll leave that. What now? Manufacturing is having trouble hiring. You're kidding me. Alright. Back to you. Oh, manufacturing requires skilled, that's why. Yeah. Okay. So we will plop a dense batch of skilled workers right behind them. And we are absolutely going to kill that road. We'll just fill it in. Fill in. Probably by the end of this series, I'll finally have my hand on how to take care of all the different menus and where everything is. But yeah, see, visually, I think this is much more appealing than this in the game, anyway. Obviously, it's far less efficient traffic-wise, and obviously, traffic is bad. Transport, traffic. But it's still primarily along this corridor, which probably should have been a triple lane instead of a two-lane aside. But what I'm hoping for is eventually we'll unlock transport. Where is transport? Because I need to see what the goals are to get to transport. Oh, it'd be under the transportation tab, dum-dum. Okay, 50,000 citizens to unlock public transport. We got a ways to go. Got a little bit of a ways to go. What could probably alleviate some of this, at least some of the stoppages along the intersections, is if I turn them into roundabouts. But I think it's alright. Unemployment strikes the executives. I am baffled by this, but okay. Well, looks like more industrial tech park. Actually, why don't we consider maybe moving some of that here? Because we've got low density elite stuff here. I'd like to keep this going with densities, if I can help it. But then again, maybe I just shouldn't worry about it. It says no nearby freight. Like I could put riverfront stuff up here. Just I don't know how I feel about putting industrial stuff, although I guess tech industry isn't too bad. A real city would not develop that way. A real city would have developed with dirty industry along the waterfront for transportation purposes. But I don't want to get too far away from where my elite sector is going to be. I guess I could start out here. I could actually get started making some other industrial areas, or not industrial, residential areas, and then put kind of a mirror here. But I think, you know, with as many people as I intend to crowd in, there's going to be a lot. All right, fine. I need to stop prevaricating and actually do stuff. So what do we need here? 100,000 people before we get anything dense. Not going to take it all the way up, but we'll go there. Let's go ahead and get this one set in too. I want population for you, skilled workers. I'm going to go dense already. This could bite me in the butt here. So we'll go that. That'll at least give me a little bit of idea. So I suspect, I mean, we may as well just finish off that road, yeah? And really, probably should have made it in this, since this is supposed to be a nicer area. Can't just build over, unfortunately. Go right about here, say. And what I'll do is I'll come in, delete that, go back to my roads. Be nice if it also kept the settings saved. I don't know, maybe I'm just too demanding with the games. Maybe I've been spoiled by other things, but it just kind of seems like there's a lot of choices that should be obvious that just were not made. But you know, I do definitely, oh fuck me, I do definitely feel like this game probably suffers from, well, this is the way we've always done it, right? Because this is not the first Cities XL, you know, we established that. So they probably took poor design choices from the years before, from the earlier versions of the game, and just kept going with it. That might be a cynical assumption, but it's the only explanation I can come up with for why very obvious changes were not made. And then, I guess we're going to do tech offices here. Let's get like that. Okay, and this will give me a little bit more for here. What are we suffering from? Unemployed workers. Okay, that's actually perfect because now it allows me to have some dense commercial right up here. Do we want to connect that road or not? It looks a little bit short if I'm going to continue this pattern. Speaking of pattern, I just did the thing I said I was going to remove over here, so that's how well I pay attention. Let's put in the nicer roads. They are thicker though. Like they actually do take up more space. So that might actually end up adjusting and changing a lot of things that I don't necessarily want to change. I do think we need a corridor here. What are these? Are these mostly offices? These are mostly offices. Oh, of course. Why did I put retail? It's offices that these people work in. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, see, now I can't fit as many in because the road is all wonky. Alright, we're gonna change that. Why does this keep fucking disappearing? It's just damned annoying. Alright. There we go. And then we can use that as a build-in for other zones or something. As needed, because right now we don't. Unemployment of the executives is still super high, so we still need to put in more of those. Do I dare put one here? I don't know. These need to just have time to build up. Run this on airspeed here. And then I gotta figure something else out with this. I think what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna grab this. I'm gonna look at a road right there. Because what I would like to do is just go ahead and get this in as a giant park for now. And then, you know, maybe once I get like the actual big fire station, the big police department, all that stuff, put those in, and then we'll be able to use these as like commercial areas or something. Although, again, commercials just unemployment among skilled workers. You know, the whole commercial thing just doesn't really, there's not enough demand for it. You know, even though obviously we've got unemployed people here who now need that stuff, but they don't work in commercial. Well, they do work in... What the fuck, man? I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. We use higher commercial. Do I want to still do something inefficient like that? I don't think I do. We'll finish this one off. I didn't realize how big that thing was. Put in some offices. Denser offices. Come in with our fill. With posh or urban. Try and offset some of that. This is kind of what I want to do over here. Why don't we just do that then? Keep it low density since that's kind of where this is. I'll end up replacing that stuff later. Definitely have a little bit of an urban divide here in quality of places. See, now these ones are like, oh, we can't make any money. This building needs executives. Now we are low on executives. Are you fucking kidding me? Having trouble moving in. Ah, so we just kind of go back and forth on this crap. Wonder how well this is going to work out. Yeah, pretty well. Now they're going to be unemployed, and round we go. We still have way too much retail. So even though they need the jobs, we can't keep putting them in retail. High-tech industries are having trouble hiring. Okay, well then they're about to be filled in here, and then they're going to have issues with... They don't have jobs, and around and round and round we go. Yeah, retail is just way too high. Which means then that the only other alternative for finding them jobs is in manufacturing and office work. Medium skill. Okay, let's look at commercial here. So that's why. Alright. Well, my bad. Putting in too much commercial. Let's go ahead and take some of that out then. Ah, fuck this game! Why does this thing go away and come back? I do not understand it. It blows my goddamn mind. Let's fix the employment problem then with offices. I just got rid of it. It's probably better anyway, having that crosswalk. Yeah. So, I mean, what else can we do here? I think we're going to be looking at probably more areas here just to get people in. No available jobs. Oh. Here we come to save the day. More offices. Should we do more posh? What else do we have here? Modern Plaza. Probably not the best place for that, but we'll put it there anyhow. Just left these to be trees, that's fine. I still want to know where the parks are. We unlocked parks, but I don't know where those are. That's environment buildings, okay. We should probably put more fire around, or did I already cover that pretty well? I got 1, 2, 3. Okay, I did do that. What about crime? Only one area. Well, this area is not getting it covered, but didn't I put one down over here? I guess it doesn't look like I did. All right then. Where are we at? Retail goods are still far too hard to sell, so we just need more customers. Go. So yeah, I think if I tear some of these out, replacing them with these kind of patterns will look a lot better. It'll just feel better. I guess I should be doing that instead of filling in new areas. I should be tearing out old ones and replacing them with more density. But you know, whatever. Whatever, sister. Traffic congestion is just going to be terrible until I get massive amounts of people, and I guess maybe that's where my goal is. Maybe that's what I'm just supposed to be doing now, is just continually expensive electricity. I'm just gonna have to put down a plant. They still want to move in. People are having trouble moving in. There are no jobs available for you. How is that goddamn possible? Do I just not have enough? I guess I just don't have enough in the areas that these people are living in. Maybe that's the issue. Okay, well, we'll start tearing out some of these then. If I put in more manufacturing along here, at least one more little section here would probably not go amiss. How's the landscape there? It is relatively flat. So let's do that. Let's pop up in here. Come in. We'll grab industry manufacturing. Even though manufacturing is low in that regard, still feel slightly better about it. And there we go. Slightly more jobs for you. But I guess that is probably a thing where I'm putting in dense areas of residential and then not having access to dense jobs. So maybe that's something I need to think about. In fact, let's go put medium density office buildings right here. Those will also be jobs. Perfect. So yeah, I guess until I get the population levels that unlock the higher densities, I should probably just stick with one density citywide. Or maybe I should just look up ratios of how much to how much. But yeah, we're not doing... Just need more executives. More people need to move in. Okay. Well, you heard the game, so I guess that's what we'll be doing next. We'll be chopping this up and creating more sections for people to move into. I'm going to end this one here, though. I'll see you next time.